am the creative director at Provocation Theater.
Jumped in too soon.
I
I'm just
know,
so
it's
excited. Today we're here with.
Wait, who are you?
Oh, I'm Asa. I'm the community liaison at Provocation Theater, and today we're here with Ashley.
Oh my gosh! And side note, before we even start, we had to end the year with Ashley Chan because this performer, this community member, this student, she's usually behind the camera making all of these things happen. She takes every class. She's in every performance. I think she's collected all the pennants possible at graduation.
Yes.
So we are nothing as a theater without this amazing person. So yay, Ashley! Thanks for sitting down and getting cozy with us today.
Yeah, no problem.
Yeah.
I was like, when is Kat going to do mine?
I know. I had to work on that intro. That one took me a little while to just get that all in, but now you're here, and now I get to hear about you. So what brought you to improv? What's your journey and story to this point?
There's a lot of reasons that got me into improv, but I want to say the main one is probably like post-pandemic. It was more of like resumed into hybrid work, and then I felt like, oh, I still have like 30% hermit in my system, and I don't know how to interact with people again. So that was like my biggest like reason. Plus I was also watching a lot of like improv just to kill the time on YouTube, but it was more of the short form stuff.
The classic YouTube to class pipeline. I know a lot of people out there are like, I need to see what this looks like before I can even do it myself. Do you feel like watching it online actually felt like what it was like in a class, or did it feel very different once you joined?
Yes and no, because what I was pretty much exposed to was the classic Who's Line for the longest time ever.
Who's your favorite?
In
On
Who's
the
Line?
cast? Yeah.
It has to be Colin Mockery
Oh,
great choice.
because of puns. If you know me, you know I will always do wordplay and puns.
That's true. Fair, yeah. I'm a Ryan Stiles girl myself.
Wayne Brady.
Oh, okay, we're all well represented then. Yes, I love that. Nice, yeah. So you were a little bit more exposed to that, but then when you got to a class, did it feel different or?
It was very strange for me because again I was trying to get into those energy levels coming back from a very this is gonna be a little bit heavy, but it was a situation where I was coming into a community that had a lot of people, a lot of welcoming and warm people, and I had come in from a situation where I had no social life whatsoever because of a few parental things and passing aways. So it was a sense of like, I have filial duties, and that doesn't leave me to interact with people, especially moving back from the East Coast.
I think you touched on something really beautiful and raw, that like grief is a huge driver, I think, to comedy, right? Like,
True.
I know personally in my own life too, when like I'm the saddest, I end up being the funniest. Like I'm wearing my sad clown here as a like, kind of a tribute to that, right? So I think it's really like an honoring to acknowledge, like, with great sadness, you kind of seek community in those times, and I think laughter is a great way to get through that. Yeah.
Absolutely. I was curious, one thing that I love about the shows that I've seen you in and when we've done scenes together is your character work. And I was curious if you have like a favorite character that's come up in a show, or a favorite like type of character that you like to play that you could share with everybody.
I don't really have a type. It's just more like when I used to be driving to work all the time, I just like make funny sounds and voices. So it's more for that point where I just play with that and then use the characteristics and qualities of the voice that I make at that time in different scenarios, and then I'm like, okay, how do I embody this? Like, am I more shoulder shifted? Am I more slumped? Am I just being batshit crazy?
Those are some of the best ones.
Yeah. Oh, right.
Truly.
Agreed, by far, yeah. And a favorite like show highlight, or is there like a?
Not really. If you ask me to pick any favorites, everything's like, over my head.
Go on
Ashley
stage
is
and black
being-
out.
yeah.
Same.
Very modest. This performer, literally, I feel like you use your body all the time. I think I've seen you do a full barrel roll on stage. I've seen you like, gymnastics, I don't even know what the names are. You're like, yeah, I got that. So.
Ironically, I only discovered that in my first 301 because I was like, this got a laugh out of people and it's amusing. It's like a skill set I learned back in 5th grade. Never really took a gymnastics class, and it was just more like, oh, this is like requisite forward tumble, shoulder roll, back roll, and then I was like, I was like, okay, and then it was like, I did like a certain like safety pratfall where I fell backward, and then I kind of tumbled over my shoulder, and people thought it was like a handspring. I'm like, no, it's not a handspring. It's just me just tumbling safely.
Yes.
And yeah.
So you put it all out there when
Yes,
you do your
indeed.
improv. Yes.
It's like a lot of people say it's like you may think you have useless skills in somewhere, but they can always be applicable somewhere else.
Truly, yeah.
I'm curious because you're such a pillar of the community. for you to say in your own words, like what you think the provocation theater community is about.
It's very welcoming. You'll always find someone you'll click with, and it's a sense like even if you don't match with someone, everyone's still very kind about it, and there's no like pushing or punching down in that sense, and it's just very interesting. It's like, hey, you're a little bit too much for me. That's okay.
The big personalities welcomed, right? And the small. I feel like that's kind of the cool.
And the medium.
Yeah, the
The
medium.
milquetoast.
Really, any personality. Do you have a personality? We'd like to meet you. Please.
It's like a steak, honestly. It's like a steak. You have your rare, medium rare, well done, and very well done.
And how well done are you as a steak? Yes. What would be your steak preparation?
If we were to say raw is the crazy end, I would probably say.
Still new one.
I would say I'm probably more on the well done side. Yeah.
Well, don't worry, we'll get you back to the days of being a cow. Very in no time. We just bring out the inner wild side, as they say, the farm animal in all of us.
I love that. Yeah. Roam free, unpasteurized.
It's true. Yeah, here we are with the wordplay.
Yeah. Ashley, I'd love to know, like, is there anything that you learned in improv that you brought to your own life? Whether it be, I know you kind of came from, I'm coming out of the pandemic, I'm hybrid, I'm hermit, and like now that you're, a few years out, what are you doing in your life now that makes you an improviser?
Being able to focus more on being present, and because like, as a person who worried a lot and overthinks a lot, I had the biggest gripes with like, I need to like preventative maintenance in a sense where it's like, if I can prevent this thing from happening, then everything will be smooth sailing and whatnot. And there was a lot of that stuff in my previous employment. I recently got laid off in it. But it was more of a sense like, if I could, I was of the mindset of like kind of glass half empty, where it's, if I can prevent problems and solve it now, then I will have less problems to deal with later if I give that work to somebody else. So I was a workaholic in that sense, but being able to like just take care of things and be present, and then also allowing myself to make mistakes, because I was the harshest critic of myself from my upbringing, saying like, oh, you can't do this, can't do that, it needs to be perfect. So that's kind of a little bit of a trauma inside me on that. So it's like one of the biggest lessons I probably learned was there is no wrong choice. That was the biggest one that that was put into me by a workshop teacher, Adrian Vasquez.
That's wonderful.
And I mean, speaking from that place, I mean, you're talking about a lot about like a vulnerability, right? Like our upbringing, that programming that we have, that, hey, you're now doing something in front of everyone and trying it for the first time. Can you maybe speak to how the teachers coached you in those moments, or what was helpful for you, or how did that little voice, make itself apparent when you were in those moments facing that?
It's very hard to say on like what, because I've had like so many wonderful teachers. I've had some try to expel me.
No one gets expelled here, unless you're really bad.
But honestly, like everything in like the core principles of improv has helped me get through like, and making me a better person in terms of especially allowing myself to be more open, more vulnerable, and make choices I don't even think about making, and like sometimes also listening skills too, because sometimes it's just like I'll think of something in general and like, okay, I need to move to the next thing.
Do you feel like even sitting down today and doing this interview and being in front of the camera when normally you're behind the camera, is that attributed to improv as well a little bit, or is this?
You have to say yes to that.
Leading the witness? A little bit?
I mean, it wouldn't have been I wouldn't have this current job thingy without like Kat seeing me film another 301.
Yeah.
So yes, practically yes.
Yes.
Emotionally, maybe.
Well, we don't know when the cows will come home. I think I have some like silly final questions for you, which is I'm curious to hear your favorite improv game. That's a softball. I want to hear your favorite improv game to start.
In terms of like kind of like really big on practicality as an applicable thing, I really like Wikipedia.
Oh, can you enlighten me, please?
Yeah.
Wikipedia is kind of like when you have the Wikipedia article, you're on one thing, you see like, oh, you can click this word to go to another page.
Oh.
So it allows for a lot of extrapolation, especially when it comes to like quick thinking and spontaneity. And I have Karen 12 to thank for that.
Oh, very nice. Love that.
I'm curious here. Okay, next one. Who is your improv hero?
Improv hero.
Sure, you said Colin Mockery. How do you beat Colin Mockery?
Yeah, I'd have to say if it was outside of provocation, then it is Colin Mockery.
Oh, there you go.
Because I'm not, I have too many witnesses that would,
All the teachers are currently in the room. You cannot see them from that
Yeah,
side,
that's
but
true.
that was leading the witness.
That's
Truly
true.
is. Yeah.
Sorry. Yes. Okay, let's see. Final rapid fire question. Would you rather be like a sort of bad guy, good guy in a scene?
I want to say bad guy, because it's easier to kind of play something that isn't too close to home. Because sometimes I have done scene work where it's like too close to home and I'm just like, oh, emotionally drained afterwards. So yeah.
I just want to say thank you so much for sitting us down today and doing this with us and playing with us and truly pause for emotionality. You are such an amazing student and community member. If you get to take a class where Ashley is also in your class, first of all, she's going to have all the notes. She's going to write down every game and exercise, so you know she's going to be the scribe of the class. She's going to bring energy. She's going to bring support, fun. I feel like every class that you are a part of is better because you are in it. And I know this theater has grown because of you. So thank you so, so much. And I would love to let you have the people know where they can find you. If you're not in a 301 class, which she's going to be in a 301 class, but when you're not there, what else do you do? How else can we find you?
Sometimes you'll catch me at Spats Jams, which on Sunday, in the Spats Bar in Berkeley. I host bi-weekly jams in Moraga, more kind of like a workout, kind of like gym, kind of improv jam. I am on Instagram on 2 accounts. I have my personal account, and then I have one where it's my comics and drawings and other things related to improv.
Oh, cool. Gotta check that out.
And how could I not even say that those were so good? You made an entire 8-bit promo for the theater. I mean, this woman is so talented. So check her out, all the places there. Come see her shows. Come jam with us. And thank you so much again for sitting here. What's your improv send-off? How do we end this thing out?
Just go forward.
Hey, just go forward.
I love that.